Welcome out there, everybody. Coming to you with KTA, Keita the Cheetah. Hope everybody out there is feeling awesome today. We're coming to you with Keita the Cheetah. If you didn't know what this project was or what it's about, I'm here to give you a little insight, a little update on Keita. So, we'll get through the price, where she's at right now. Sitting at 17.8 cents, down 2.24% on the day. We just started a new day and we end a new day 2 hours and 15 minutes. At the time of this recording, it is the 4th month, the 11th day of 2026. And we can see here that Keita's down, like I said, 2.24% on the day. Sitting right below the 618 on the Fibonacci retracement. We pushed up. We was down here at the 1 at 12.4 cents. We rallied up, made a bounce, a pullback, and we bounced on up. We wigged all the way back up to just over 27 cents, and then we come back down. And then we started in a slow grind, pushing back up. Overall, some made a buy. You could be sitting in a negative if you bought right here. Back on October 23rd, 2025, when it was sitting at a price of 64 cents. So ever since then it launched, and we got it here on Trading View, and when they picked it up, it was sitting at 64 cents. So we've been in a downward trend. We came down on the daily chart, tried to push back up, and showed a lower high. We've been making lower highs and lower lows along the way. And you could still say that we're still making lower lows and lower highs. We could break out here. We had some volume to come in. And we could break out higher and we could go back, push up back to the top of this channel here around the 236. And that sits just above, it's like 23.6 cents. So, still would be in a descending channel, still making lower lows and lower highs really in the overall daily chart. Still coming back, still pulling back, even at the price it would have to confirm a breakout at this point. We would need to get above 27 cents and hold that level to confirm this breakout, the previous high that we're pulling the Fibonacci from. We also need volume to come in. Volume sitting at 339.26 thousand. We need a lot more volume to come in here to push the price of Keita up to see a reversal on this downward trend. Like I said, it's going to have to go past the 27 cent, hold that level of support before I can tell you that we are back in a bearish, that Keita's in a bearish momentum. I want to read something to you. Though many of you come across here, you might say, we don't know what Keita does, what it is. So I went and asked Grok to update us. What is Keita and what does it do? Keita, often referred as Keita Network, is a high-performance Layer 1 blockchain designed as a compliant settlement layer for global finance. It aims to bridge traditional payment systems like banks, SWIFT, ACH, Visa, with cryptocurrencies and blockchains. What does it do? That's the question I asked Grok. So Grok come back with this. It connects payment networks. It enables fast, low-cost, direct transaction across different blockchains, fiat systems, and payment rails without needing bridges or intermediaries in many cases. It handles massive scale. It claims 10 plus million transactions per second with sub-zero finality. Talking about it's just quick. It's just awesome quickness using DAG, and it's directed acyclic graph. It's structured for parallel processing. Test it with Google Cloud Spanner. It's built for real world finance. It focuses on, guess what? Cross border payments and remittances. Real world assets, RWA, tokenizations, stablecoins, and fiat on ramps, off ramps. It's building KYC, AML, compliances, and digital identity features for institutional adoption. And it's got products. The products is key to personnel. All-in-one wallet / app for payments, crypto investments, and multi-currency accounts. And the key to business is on-chain global business banking. Key to checkout, payment tools for merchants. Its native token is KTA, used for transaction fees, staking, governances, empowering the ecosystem. The background on it, Kita, it was founded in 2022. It's backed by backed by investors, including Eric Schmidt, and he was a former Google CEO. Mainnet, it launched in 2025. This is fairly new crypto. And it's positioned as a potential swift killer. Remind you of something else? Does it remind you of something else when you hear that swift killer? Kind of. I know when I said that you thought about XRP. I know you did. For faster, cheaper global money movement. So let's ask the question: is Kita faster and cheaper than XRP? Let's see what they say. Let's see what Grok says about that. Here at the channel, we bring you real updated, real live, real honest updates on crypto. And this is it. The thought for 5 seconds is what Grok got up there. Yes, on paper and in tested benchmarks, Kita is significantly faster, but slightly cheaper than XRP. So the narrative around XRP, oh, it's fast and it settles quick and it's cheaper than Bitcoin. Well, guess what? There's a new sheriff in town, Ripple. XRP. But the only thing that XRP's got on top of and I'm being honest with you, that I see that it's battle tested. It's battle tested and it's got Ripple has partnerships. XRP don't have no partnerships, hardly. Ripple has the partnerships. They just backing XRP. But any institution out there, any bank, any SWIFT, whoever, I mean, you're going for we're fixing to break it down. We got the metric tested TPS. Kita is 10 to 11 plus million TPS, verified and stress test with Google Cloud Spanner. Okay, that's 10 to 11 million TPS, verified and stress test with Google Cloud. We got XRP, 1,500. Standard capacity is 1,500. The winner, Kita, massive edge. When I tell you it's got a massive edge, you're looking at 10 to 11 million transactions per second, compared to XRP's little 1,500 transactions per second. Settlement time is less than 400 milliseconds under Kita. That's fast, people. Now we got the XRP ledger over here. It says 3 to 5 seconds, but Kita's got 400 milliseconds. That's a lot faster than 3 to 5 seconds, people. The winner, Kita. And we go down here and we got real world observed TPS, transactions per second. Under Kita, we got very low currently. Mainnet is new and underutilized. This is where XRP, out of all this is where XRP comes out on top. XRP ledger, 20 to 120 transactions per second, recent activity peaks. And this is what it's handling, 20 to 120 plus transactions per second. This is the recent activity peaks. And it says XRP is the winner on real world observed transactions per second. And in parentheses, Grok punt for now, because that's going to change. Kita uses hybrid DAG plus blockchain architecture designed for massive parallel processing. It demonstrated 11.2 million transactions per second in a public stress test, which is orders of magnitude, which is orders of magnitude higher than XRP. XRP is fast and reliable for payments, but was built in an earlier era. Do you understand what Grok is saying here? An earlier era. Its consensus is effective. It is efficient, but not hyperscalable like modern high transaction TPS chains. Caveat. Kita's extreme speeds are from controlled benchmarks, not sustained mainnet traffic yet. Real-world performance will depend on adoption and network load. Average transaction fee, we got Kita here at 0.405. XRP ledger is 302 or lower. Is 4015. Winner is Kita solely by cost. Both are extremely cheap, fractions of a cent, but Kita markets even lower base fees. XRP fees are dynamic but consistently neglectable in practice. Other key differences. Listen, pay attention to what I'm telling you. Kita adds built-in compliance, KYC/AML. It's digital identity. Native fiat on and off ramps, and RWA focus, making it more institution ready out of the box. Bam. All right, we're gonna go with what XRP has over Kita. XRP has stronger real-world adoption today. Banks, remittances via RippleNet, proven track record, and regulatory clarity in many places. Kita positions itself as a potential XRP killer for global settlement due to raw performance plus compliance feature. And this is the bottom line. This is AI. This is Grok coming with you. Yes, Kita is faster, dramatically in benchmark, and marginally cheaper. If you compare in pure technical specs for high volume global finance, who wins? Kita wins. However, XRP has a big lead in actual usage and ecosystem maturity right now. Kita is newer, mainnet 2025, and still proving itself at scale. So, I wanted to bring that to your attention. I really wanted to bring everybody across the crypto market is so hyped up on XRP. And I'm not saying XRP is bad. I'm not saying that. But it's built on hype. You got all this content. People want to hear good things. They want to know that what they've invested their money in, that they're going to become very rich. And it's going to happen overnight. We all like to hear that. I really do. I wish I could buy XRP and it go to 1,000, 100,000, 10,000. If I did, if I knew it was going to do that, I'd buy into it. I'd buy all I could buy. Because if it was really going to that, if it was really going to that price, I would say it wouldn't take very much to become wealthy. It really wouldn't. So, with that being said, you got to look at it. You got to look at the overall picture. Coming to you with the truth and honest truth. Me, I'm not buying. I got about 2 XRP in my basket. And if it goes to 1,000, 100,000, all I need is 2 XRP. But people buy into this because they so vulnerable. They're not stupid. They just want to. This is the hype on the YouTube, and it's very easy to say, "Hey, let me buy some. Let me hold some XRP. It feels good. If it goes to 10,000, I'm out of a bind, and if it don't, I ain't got much invested in it. But some people are holding a lot more. But the average crypto retail don't hold much XRP. So to them, they listen to the hype. It keeps their hopes up. But here on the channel, we want to bring you something that's going to far more outperform XRP. Because nobody out there is holding a whole bunch of Kita right now, like Ripple. There's nobody out there holding a whole bunch of Kita that's wanting to become a bank. It wouldn't give to a company to sell as they needed to build a company like Ripple. You invented a crypto for cross-border payments and it was given to Ripple. So they hold so much in escrow. And as they need it, they sell it at different levels, and they buy back so much at different levels. So I don't blame them for what they're doing. I really don't. They need it to pay and keep moving and building. Ripple, I'm good for them, but I'm not going to be caught in retail once all this goes into effect. Everybody thinks the Clarity Act is going to cause this crypto market to run through the roof, but it's not. If anything else, it's going to be you're giving something to the government, and it's going to be regulated by the government to be used here in the United States. And any time that the government puts their hands on anything, you end up losing. That's just a known fact of it, and retail knows that too. So you got you got Coinbase that's been fighting for us on this Clarity Act. You ain't got Brett Garlinghouse, Ripple out there standing beside of him. They just want to get it passed and let's go ahead. They want the bank. They want the bank side of it. Not saying they don't want. They've changed their mind on cross-border payments. I think they still do, but it's going to take years. I mean, years upon years to get where they want to get. Brett Garlinghouse will be somewhat a semi-old man by the time Ripple is where it can really use a lot of XRP to settle cross-border payments. This ain't going to happen really quick. It ain't going to happen overnight. And still, it ain't going to affect the price of XRP like you think. You got to go back and do your math on it. But Kita, you're looking at a token that's 18 cents, and it's going to go, once adoption takes place, and if I was Swift, you asked me a question, would I rather use Kita or XRP? By what I see on the paper, I would choose Kita over XRP. Then, if it was proven out that it could settle these transactions on these cross-border payments without any hiccup, it would definitely be Cheetah. You're looking at something compared to 1,500 transactions per second. You got Kita doing 10 to 11 million per second. That's a lot more and a lot faster than XRP. We in a new era with digital currency. XRP was back in 2012 or back right after Bitcoin. So that's old. That's old. That's why nobody's really using Bitcoin to settle no. Bitcoin can't do what XRP can do, and once it's proven, XRP won't be able to do what Kita the Cheetah can do, and that's just the known facts of it. You can buy whatever crypto you want, and XRP will give you returns at the price it is right now, because I see it going back to about $7 in the top of the next bull run. This narrative with all these guys that's from all over the world coming on the content, and this one saying this, and it's like they in a group. It's like they in a group chat, and well, this week we're going to talk about this, and this week we're going to talk about this. You cover this part of it, and I'll cover this part of it, and we'll keep it, because what does XRP provide for all these content creators? If they keep the hype going, a narrative going, conspiracy going, it's going to keep pulling in retail, because retail wants hope. They want a little bit of hope that what they're holding is going to go to $10,000, $100,000 a token, that it's going to be the next Bitcoin. That's the odds of that happening is slim to none, to be honest with you. You're not going to see XRP outperform Bitcoin in price. It's not going to do it. It will never, ever do it. It will never. They could use XRP right now to settle transactions like Swift, and it would never, never get there. And they could run out XRP tomorrow. It ain't going to do it. It just ain't going to do it. So if it goes up higher, if it would go to, everybody in Ripple would probably retire and shut the doors on Ripple and just call it quits. Everybody would retire. You talking about XRP going to $1,000 a token? Look how much they own. Look how much they hold. What would be the necessary to put yourself through that? Wow. It's just it don't make sense to me. So you got 18 cents here that could be $4 or $5 in the next top bull run. Um, I do believe it's going to outperform XRP dramatically. But I could see us pulling back maybe the 14 to 15 cent on Kata. Uh, but right now, I do think we're gonna push back up to the 236 at somewhere between 21 to 23 cent. Touch the top of that trend line up there at the top of this descending channel, and then we're gonna come back down. And it's pushing down to around about 9 cent, 10 cent at the bottom of this channel. We could come back to the zero. I'm at 1 at 12 cent. And it depends on how far we are. We could wick down to somewhere around 10 or 11 cent. But I do believe that we're going to rally up to the top of the channel. And we could break out above that 236. We could go all the way back to the zero, wick up there, and come all the way back down again. But we'll have to see. We're going to have to get above 27 cent and hold that as a level of support on Keto. But I'm telling you, I haven't started buying it yet. I'm waiting for it to pull back. When Bitcoin does its final pullback in the bear market, then I'll load up on Keto. But Austin project, this is a project better than H bar, XLM. I ain't behind the nerd. XLM to me is a better product than a cryptocurrency than H bar. But don't forget the privacy narrative, Canton Network. But settle fast, transaction settlement, cross border payments. If I was Swift, this is where I'd go. They do so many, and it could be settled so quick. This is going to be the X. This crypto right here is going to take out XRP. Watch what I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying, and watch it. Watch what it does. Because once everything's said and done, and Ripple IPOs, XRP bag holders, I like to call y'all. I was a bag holder at one time. You're gonna be left. You're gonna be left behind. You're gonna be left behind. I don't know what it's gonna take to get y'all to realize that. Uh, I sold XRP way up. Uh, $2.50, somewhere around that way. As I seen it was coming down, it was pulling back. We was in a bear market, but we're still in a bear market, and all these assets, these altcoins, are gonna pull back. But the market is favorable to pump. You got the VIX. Let's look at the VIX. It's down. It's under 20. That's prime time for this market to rally. The VIX is sitting under 20. But the market's just doing what the market does. In a bear market, it pulls back. Bitcoin dominance sitting at 59.5. 59.5 is ranging, but at the bottom here at the zero, 58.39. Up to the top of the range up here, a little bit above it at 60.05%. So This is where we at on the Bitcoin dominance. The Russell looks good. It's at $2,635. Uh, the market is set to push higher, but it's not showing up. It's not showing up in the price of the Bitcoin or the alt. So just bringing you the real tell of the story. But we could, if we can get some momentum to come in here on the volume down here, if we could get this to change, we could get, that's my phone, don't worry about it, that's just a text. But if we could get this volume to increase on the buying side, we could push much higher. But a lot of people don't know about keto. And I'm here to try to bring the keto to you. I think I see one or two other crypto channels that make a video on it, but this is the one. This is if I was had to pick between this and XRP, uh, Keto the Cheetah would be my pick. Cause XRP's done a rally. It showed you what it can do. It went to $3.65. Well, it's sitting right now at $1.35, and it might rally to the next top. If we can break above the resistance up there next to $4, we could see XRP rally to around $7, and that's it for that next cycle up. But there's a lot of room for this low market cap keto right here. A lot of upside. You could see this thing rallying back above its previous high here when it launched up here at 64, about 65 cents. So be careful what you invest in. Know what you're investing in. I just wanted to cover this with you tonight. If you like the content, we've been here 32 minutes. I know it's long, but you might not be made it here to the end. If you did, God bless you. But I just wanted to come and let you know about Keto the Cheetah. Awesome project, faster and cheaper than XRP. This is the new generation of crypto for cross-border payments. So we'll see. We'll see who wins in the end. And I believe this is going to come out on top. Keto the Cheetah. So if I'm looking for XRP, something that's better and faster than XRP, I have brought it to you. I hope you like the content. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Leave a comment in the comment section. Until the next time, we want to say God bless each and every one of you. Later.